Lou Kerner. He is a social media analyst and managing director of the private shares group at Wedbush Securities. Lou, thanks for joining us. Let me ask, first of all, about Apple's role in Silicon Valley, Apple's role in the internet, or Apple's role really in our society. I mean, is it still changing? They started out just making computers, then they controlled the way we deal with music, both listen to it and buy it, and now they're, you could argue, going into social media as well.
I don't think that the world, certainly of technology, has ever been changing as much as it's changing today, and certainly Apple was at the forefront of that change.
You cover, over at Wedbush, Google, eBay, and Yahoo. How do you think they are confronted by Apple as a competitor or as really a game changer?
You know, I think today actually probably the biggest competitor today to what Apple is doing in terms of kind of connecting content and hardware is Amazon. And that, I think, is one of the sad things about Steve's passing today, because I really think for the first time in a lot of years, there's now a real competitor who's put those things together and has married those two together in a really beautiful, elegant fashion. And, you know, bringing true competition to Apple for the first time in a long time. And, you know, generally, you know, competition helps people achieve even greater things, and so it would have been great to see what Steve could have accomplished, you know, now that he's probably even been pushed a little bit harder with Amazon's entry into the marketplace.
If you do look at Apple's stock chart, you see really a meteoric rise there, regardless of financial crisis. What do you make of that, and why don't you cover Apple shares? When you look at that, it must be tempting.
Well, obviously every analyst has to have a specialty. My specialty actually is social media. We have a great analyst, Scott Sutherland at Wedbush, who covers Apple, does a great job of it. But given that, you know, we spend a lot of time in mobile, so Scott and I talk a lot. And certainly, you know, the meteoric rise of Apple stock is due to the way that they just dominate on a global basis. You know, different markets. You know, they invented the smartphone market, and while Android is now grabbing a bigger share, Google gives away their software, and Apple makes a tremendous amount of money on every iPhone that's sold.
All right. Hey, thanks so much, Lou, for stopping by. We appreciate it. Lou Kerner there of Wedbush Securities.